Double down. That's the thing I messed up with when I was younger. You know, I started making a few grand a week and then a month, and then I was like, oh, this is so cool. I'm going to go spend all my money.
Because you're trying to build an asset that you can sell.
Yes.
And that's the payday in theory. Or most people are short-sighted and just want to make 10K a month, and then they think they're rich. If you can actually just focus on making this an asset that operates without you, then you can sell it. So what does it take to sell a dropshipping store?
To sell a store, you don't need a whole lot. It's not as fancy as you'd think. You need your books in order. You need a good amount of revenue for the past 12 months, preferably. If you're not going to sell a store or have a store running for 12 months, you're not going to have a good exit. And so at least 12 months of good revenue. And that's kind of it. Like, you overall have to have a good blueprint for how to grow the company. Otherwise, no one's going to buy the product if it's some weird marketing scheme, or buy the store if it's some weird marketing scheme that isn't scalable and that the new owner can't basically replicate. So that's surface level kind of all you really need. As far as revenue and stuff though, you're going to get terrible multiplier if you're going to be selling it like at the decline of your store, which is what we had done recently. It was just a store that was like sitting and we didn't really touch it, and we ended up getting a little like a low six-figure exit for that store, which was still good, but it just like, you know, it was just sitting there. It was maybe it peaked at like 600K a month, and then it kind of fizzled out. Because
so if you're going to sell, you want to make sure sales are increasing month over
month.
month.
For sure, because then you sell based on the value, which is what you want to do.
And then point out holes that, like, hey, if you want to grow this, you could probably try these 3 different things.
Yeah, give them a blueprint and sell them on the vision, and then it's
where do you
kind
sell
of
them
easier.
at? Is there a website?
Yeah, well, there are brokers now that you can actually connect with. If anyone wants one, you can message me. Or you can do like Flippa. I know Shopify used to have a marketplace. They don't anymore. But Flip is the first start, or I would prefer you guys use a broker for sure.
Where can they message you?
Instagram.
What's your name?
Sebastian.
What's your Instagram
I'm just kidding. Sebastian Escueda with 2 A's.
That's literally your entire process. Have you?
Yeah, bro. That's drop shipping.
That is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But with TikTok Shop, like, what's your end goal right now? Is this just like a time to run it up and just have profitable stores, or like what is like the $10 million, $100 million strategy that you could go after?
So we're gonna make a few million Q4 with drop shipping, not with course selling or anything else, just with drop shipping. And our goal right now is to test products, find what works with TikTok Shop, establish ourselves on the platform, get good reviews on our listing, and then brand the products. That's exactly what we're doing. That's our exact blueprint. Because we understand that honestly, TikTok Shop is amazing, but they're probably going to update their policies and want shorter shipping times, want quicker, shipping, or what is it called? Fulfillment, like processing the orders quicker. They're going to want that stuff eventually, and I know that. And so knowing that, it's going to be, again, a competition with Amazon. Knowing that, I'm trying to pivot all of these new stores I'm starting into brands, and then just kind of honing in on that and scaling. So that's my overall goal, and that's what I'm working towards right now.
So compare what you're doing now to what it could look like when you a quote unquote brand. Like, what does that look like?
US inventory. The product is probably custom. We've probably improved a few things to build a moat around our business. That way we're not competing with drop shippers. We have a direct edge over them because our product is a little unique. And then tons of creators making content. We have hundreds of affiliates, maybe even thousands, pumping out content, and we're consistently running TikTok ads. That's pretty much it.
Okay. So it's just basically drop shipping is like almost like your MVP of a software.
Yeah,
like you're
exactly.
testing if there's like interest in the market, if people want this, then you launch it, get feedback, figure out a way to improve it. And then if it's actually something that sticks, build a brand around it, focus on optimizing conversions, do email marketing, text message marketing. But it all starts with just finding a product, getting creators to promote it, seeing if people will buy it. And then just elevate and grow from there as you have more resources.
Yeah, and like double down. That's the thing I messed up with when I was younger, is I didn't double down. I had, I started making a few grand a week and then a month, and then I was like, oh, this is so cool, I'm gonna go spend all my money. But now it's like, okay, stuff is working, we need to double down, we need to keep growing, we need to improve. And that's what I think every beginner should do, is they should learn what's working at low scale, improve, listen to the customer, keep perfecting your product, and then over time, you will have a sick brand.
Because you're trying to build an asset that you can sell.
Yes.
And that's the payday in theory. Or most people are short-sighted and just want to make 10K a month, and then they think they're rich. But if you can actually focus on making this an asset that operates without you, then you can sell it.
Yeah.
That's always your goal now?
Yep.
Is your goal always to sell the company?
What we're doing right now is we're trying to, with TikTok Shop, I'll tell you what we're doing. We are growing our stores. We're having a lot of affiliates grow our product, and then we are probably going to package them up and sell them as a whole to people that actually see the value. And if we have a list of like a few thousand affiliates pushing our product, it'll be pretty easy to kind of sell that to people.
100%. And you're going to like,
but this is unknown. TikTok Shop could not work in like a few months.
Right.
That's why but it's kind of weird for me to talk about it because I don't know, but that's our goal.
But you're pioneering,
yes,
and it could be huge at the same time.
For sure.
So this was, first off, watch over the first 30 minutes, 45 minutes again, because if you fully understand what
I
he's
gave
just
a blueprint, man.
Huge opportunity, brand new shit. But also, you are like full on in the creator economy, and you do much more than just the drop shipping side.
Yeah.
So hopefully we exhibited that you have expertise in drop shipping.
Sure.
And you're literally doing this right now with TikTok Shop, and it's so cool. And I learned a lot, so thank you for sharing that with me.
For sure.
But I also want to kind of show off everything else you do, because we kind of foreshadowed you have an inner circle. You have a free course that 250,000 people joined. But you also have a YouTube channel with like 130, how many do you have now?
Like 160.
160, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
You have a poppin' YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And you're like certified because you've been in the game since 2017. So kind of map out your entire business or all the different verticals that you have right now.
Yeah. Okay. So essentially, I just wake up and money comes in. That's all it is. I'm just kidding. So I have my TikTok, I'll just say dropshipping businesses. Those are things that we've been running for a few months, a few weeks, a few years, and there's a lot of those. I think we're running maybe 6 or 7 stores right now. We're adding on 3 this week. So we'll say 10 stores by the end of this week. So I have dropshipping businesses. Those are, one whole asset. I also have free course, which makes us money with affiliates. So that's another business. I also have my YouTube channel, which makes me not much because I don't post that much. So maybe a few grand a month. And then Inner Circle, that again, I think we only add a handful of people a month. So that's probably, I don't know, 10 or 30K a month. So not much. The main income is from dropshipping and other stuff, but yeah, mainly dropshipping. And then I look to get into real estate eventually. But right now I'm just kind of stacking cash and saving up for more stuff because I just bought a home that was expensive. So kind of got to re-up the cash pile, But
you also are talking about how you're building software.
Oh, yeah.
And we're building you one too.
Yes.
So you have 2 softwares being built.
Yes.
Explain that.
So one is going to be a Shopify store builder where essentially you can, in a few clicks, go from not having a Shopify store to having one that's up to our tier, where we literally replicated our exact structure on this software where it will literally build you one exactly how we build our stores. And I say this with your confidence because I'm seeing it right now. So that's one of them. I want to make my life easier, and building stores is boring, and like doing all that other stuff is boring. So firstly, we just kind of wanted something to do it ourselves. And then we figured, hey, a lot of others may use this and may benefit from it. So that's kind of how they came about. It's nothing fancy.
Okay. So this is because we have very similar approaches to business right now. And my biggest concern is that I do a lot of different things, as in like we're building a software right now. That's the main thing we're striving for. But we also have an agency where we develop other people's software. And then we also have like an educational community. And then I have my YouTube channel. And then there's like other tertiary random affiliate opportunities. And so I feel like I'm running like 4 businesses. We have our media company, our newsletter, like all these different things. And so part of me is like, am I doing too many things? Or is this the new like creator business product stack that's like going to be standard? Like we have a YouTube channel and you have the distribution, and then you just have these arms of your business. Like, do you ever feel like if you said, screw YouTube videos, screw my inner circle, screw the software development, all of this, and I went all in on TikTok Shop, do you think that would surmount all of this money combined? Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, I do think it would, but I don't think it would be as fun. I don't care as much as other people about money. Like, I wanted a lot of money, but I also want to have fun along the way.
I'm 100%.
I don't want to be an e-com like hustler and just do that. I want to meet other people who know me and who I can impact. I guess it's a little bit of my ego. Like, I want to be known a little bit for what I do. And so, no, I don't think, well, yes, I think I would probably make more money if I just did dropshipping, but I don't really want to do that because I like meeting cool people and all that stuff. And you have to do YouTube to kind of do that,
Yeah, because it's not all about making as much money as possible.
And look at all the big brands. Like, all the big brand owners end up getting on YouTube anyways. So
100%.
It's like there's a void in all of them anyways. So I don't know. I guess maybe we started it first and then we did the business, or I kind of did them side by side. But no, I think having an audience is something. Even the big brand owners, look at Elon Musk. He just bought Twitter. Everyone wants it. So personal
brand is power.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think it's valuable.